Hey preschoolers! So this is an activity that's going to go with the Bible story that Mrs. Kaiser just read, the Ascension. What I need you to do is, in your packet, I need you to find four things. Okay, there's a picture that looks like this, with four disciples down at the bottom. There's a white string. There is a picture of Jesus, just a little square. And then there is a picture of a cloud that I already cut out. Okay, but there's a picture of a cloud. You'll have to cut that out, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Okay, so first find those four things. Then what we're going to do is, like I said, you're going to cut that cloud out. Cut that cloud out on the black line. I know you can do that. Okay, so you cut that one out on the black line, and then you can recycle this paper or throw it away, whatever you do. Then with Jesus is kind of small, and I don't want you to cut any of his body parts off, so you have to be extra careful. So with Jesus, what we're going to do is we are just going to cut around him. Okay, I'm still cutting, just not on the black line. I'm just cutting around Jesus. Okay, so I'm not getting too close, because I don't want to cut anything off, but I'm not cutting on the black line either. There we go. I cut Jesus out. So now what you can do before we do anything else is you can color your picture. Maybe you want to use colored pencils because some of these lines are kind of teeny tiny. If you don't have colored pencils, you can use crayons, you can use markers, or paint, whatever you want to use. But we always try and use lots of colors so that our picture isn't boring. Okay? Maybe you want to draw a sun, whatever you want to do. Okay? But color your picture first so that the string and the cloud aren't in the way, because I'll show you what we're going to do with those two things here in a little bit. Okay. So I'll let you have some time to color. Then what you're going to do, you'll take the cloud, and you're just going to put glue. To watch very carefully. So here's my cloud. I flipped it upside down. I'm just going to put glue on two sides. I'll put glue on this side, and then I'll put glue on this side. Okay, I didn't put any glue in the middle. I only put it on the two sides. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my paper, and I'm going to put the cloud at the top, and I'm going to kind of bubble it up. I'm not going to lay it down flat like this. I'm going to kind of make it a bubble. There's my cloud. Okay, so you can kind of see that it's bubbled up and there's like space between there, because what you're going to do is you are going to string your string through the hole. You could even do this part first. It might be a little easier. Okay, you're going to string your string through the hole and then down through the bottom hole so that the string ends are on the back. Now, you might need mom and dad's help for this part. So what mom and dad can do is they're going to tie it in a knot. It can be kind of tight, but not so much that the paper starts to bend. So we'll tie our string in a knot. Then you want the knot to be at the top of the paper on the back. The knot will be on the top of the back. Then what you get to do is you're going to take Jesus and you are going to tape him on the string. So, we get some tape, and I'm going to tape Jesus. Okay, maybe it might be easier if we put him like this, and then I'm going to tape him, and I'll flip him around. And there's Jesus. So then I want you to find two people, and I want you to retell them the story that Mrs. Kaiser just read to you, the Bible story, about how the angels come and Jesus is taken up to heaven. And when you tell them that he's taken up to heaven, I want you to pull on the back of the paper. I'm pulling the string down very gently. Okay, so here's Jesus, And the angels come, and he's taken up to heaven. So I'm pulling on the back of the paper, I'm pulling the string until he goes up into the clouds until they can't see him anymore. So there's Jesus. And then if you want to retell the story, you just pull the string down and retell the story to the next person about how the angels come and Jesus is taken up to heaven, and the angels tell the disciples that he will come back the same way that he has gone. Awesome job, preschool. See if you can, maybe you can even call your grandpa or your grandma and tell them the story.